Yes, we have been here for a while. We are a stream of Pleiadians and Sirian energy, and we would like to talk about a similar subject, but expand on something that our medium here has learned in the last, I don't know, couple of days, and for her was a bit of an aha moment. So maybe that will be an interesting perspective, even if you maybe don't agree with all of it. So we would like to say again, referring to a previous question about where we reside or different beings reside, we would ask you humans to expand your definition of space and time as you're aware, and also that you project out on other beings or other yes expressions of source, assuming that they are separate and physical in a similar way to you. And that's not the case. You wouldn't ask a virus or the air where it resides. It simply is in many places, or it moves around. So please be open-minded, especially if you will come in contact with different beings, that they are not units as you perceive yourselves, with a linear reality of a beginning and an end, of a point A and a point B. So going from that, if you again address the idea of you being fractals of the divine, that basically there is you are line connecting to source, and that at one level, at the top level, you are all aspects of the one, and therefore you are all aspects of one another. So by definition, your guides, your angels, and all the other beings that you connect to, at a certain level, as you go up from your perspective in this line, this connection to source, are also aspects of you, just at a higher vibration. And so we would like to address what was quite interesting for our medium, the fact that in the same way that you do a lot of inner child work, or when we say, well, if you have a trauma at some point in your life, go back to that memory, talk to that child at that age, so that you can reframe and you can release the trauma, so that your life now can be lighter, or you can have a different perspective. We ask you to consider the possibility that, bear in mind, no time and space, that your physical reality now, your, from our perspective, a virtual reality, because this is a projection of your consciousness, that your existence in this physical world is, how do we put it, your future selves going back, doing an inner child healing as such. Let's say something traumatic is happening to you now, and that will affect your future aspects of yourselves. And so imagine you in a more evolved life think, this trauma occurred in this lifetime on earth in this year, so I will connect back to that, and I will play out different scenarios so that I can release that trauma in the same way that you connect with past lives. So remember that from a linear point of view, your current life is the past life of a future version of yourselves as well. And so you are all connected, and there may be many of your guides are actually future aspects of yourselves. They are going back in time to give you a hand now, and doing what you do with your inner child work. When you're talking to your inner child and saying, oh, it's okay, you're safe now, I'm here to look after you, then maybe, it depends on your belief system, but many of your guides, your angels, are actually you, aspects of you from a higher vibration, coming back to look after you, to guide you, to release these ideas, these beliefs, these boxes that you create around yourself, so that you can expand even further in that timeline in the future. But like it has been said just previously, you affect everybody, whatever you deal with in this moment, or when you are going from your perception in a past life, because you are all connected, because you are all going into the one, you are all fractals, you affect all. So if life gets a bit challenging, just think, well, if I persevere, if I keep going, I'll be releasing a lot of energy, a lot of trauma that will affect my future aspects of myself and others and the whole. That will give you some encouragement to persevere and to become less linear and less self-identified with this ego personality that you have at the moment. This is only a tiny dot. You are everything, everyone, and in many levels, but you also many other identities. So if things get tough, stand back and remember that whatever you are going through here, you are helping many others. And yes, we'll leave at that. Thank you.